Sure.
Hello, everybody. I'm Alberto Marchesani,
My name is Curtis Addison.
and today we'll be discussing whether the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, also known as SDGs, should be implemented. We will explain what the SDGs are, why they matter, which goals we believe should be the top priority.
What are SDGs? The Sustainable Development Goals are 17 global goals created by the United Nations in 2015. They were designed as part of 2030 Agenda of Sustainable Development. These goals were focused on major issues such as poverty, hunger, education, climate change, clean water, and equity. All 193 UN member countries agreed to support them, showing global commitment to improving life around the world.
The main debate, the main question for this presentation is whether the Sustainable Development Goals should be implemented globally. Um, this is an important question because many modern challenges affect multiple countries at the same time. Uh, Poverty, climate change, disease, and inequality are not limited to just one nation. Because of this, we believe global goals are necessary to create progress.
My position. Yes, the SDG should be implemented. They give countries a clear roadmap for solving serious problems and improving equality of life. Without goals and direction, progress can be slowed, inconsistent. The SDG also helps governments measure success and holds themselves accountable over time.
Uh, One reason for this, the first reason, is that the SDGs can directly improve the lives of millions of people. Goals focused on healthcare, education, clean water, and poverty reduction help meet basic human needs. According to the United Nations, around 808 million people still live in extreme poverty. Reducing poverty can improve health, lower hunger, and create more opportunities for families and communities.
Reason two, corporation. My second reason, the SDG encourages countries to work together. Many global problems cannot be solved by one country alone. Climate change, pandemics, and economic instability required international cooperation. The SDG creates shared priorities and encourages countries to exchange ideas, technology, and resources. This can lead to faster progress and stronger relationships between nations.
The third reason, uh, it's to address the big global problems. The third reason is that the SDGs are important for future generations. Decisions made today will affect not only the children of today, but the young people to come for the decades. Uh, Protecting the environment, improving schools, and reducing inequality can create a safer and more stable world for not only us, but for the future. That's why we believe if action is delayed, these problems may become even harder to solve later on down the road.
Counter argument. Some people argue that sustainable development goals are too broad and unrealistic. Since there are 17 goals, critics believe it may be difficult for countries to focus on all of them at once. Some nations also have fewer resources or unsustainable governments, making progress harder. Other point out SDG are not legal enforceability. So countries may support them publicly without taking enough real action.
Now, the rebuttal to this is while those concerns are completely valid and understandable, some people believe that the SDGs are valuable, you know? Large global problems require ambitious goals, you know? You can't like aim to fight a huge like problem and not take huge steps. Even if every target is not fully reached by the progress year like 2030, progress can still improve millions of lives. The SDGs help countries measure results, compare progress, and identify where more work is needed. In my opinion, and in Curtis's opinion, having an imperfect plan is much better than having no plan at all.
Selected goal. If to have one sustainable development goal to prioritize, I would choose the SDG, no poverty, no property. It is one of the most serious global issues because it affects persons' ability to meet the basics need such as food, shelter, healthcare, education, and resources. It is also connected to many other problems, making it one of the most important goals to address at this time.
Why choose to end poverty or to have no poverty as our ambitious goal? We chose this because poverty influences nearly every part of someone's life. Um, People living in poverty may struggle to pay rent, buy food, or receive medical treatment, like for very simple things, such as people with diabetes, they can't afford insulin. Um, Children in poverty often have fewer educational opportunities as well. It's kind of hard to, it's a slippery slope. It's hard to climb your way out of it. According to the World Bank, around 412 million children worldwide live in extreme poverty. Reducing poverty can create stability and better opportunities for families across generations.
Impactful of solving poverty. Reducing poverty would create major benefits for individuals and communities and entire countries. Families with stable incomes are more likely to stay healthy, send children to school, and contribute to the economy. Communities with lower property rates often have a lower crime and stronger local businesses. According to the World Bank, around 847 million people were still living in extreme poverty in 2004. In addition, United Nations developed a program reports that 1 billion people lived in multi-divisional properties, meaning they lack income, education, health, and proper living conditions. This shows reducing poverty would improve health, education, safety, and economic growth around the world.
The relevance for today. This goal remains highly relevant today because poverty still exists globally and even locally in America. Even in wealthier countries, many families struggle with housing costs, food prices, healthcare bills, low wages. Many families live paycheck to paycheck. Um, Around the world, millions of people continue to live in this hardship. Economic problems such as inflation, recession, wars, and natural disasters can perpetuate this problem even further. Um, this shows that poverty is not just a problem of the past, it's a serious issue still currently today.
In conclusion, this is a very serious topic, and I believe the sustainability developments should be implemented because they provide a roadmap and a planning for solving global challenges. They improve lives, encourage cooperation, and protect future generations. While recreating every goal may be a difficult challenge, the efforts still matter because the progress can save lives and strengthen communities. And if I had to choose one priority, I would choose no poverty because reducing poverty can positively affect health, education, safety, and opportunity. Overall, the SDG represents hope, action, and the possibility of a better future.
Thank you. And then these are citations. Thank you for listening.